Welcome to the Olalla Bay Market. I'm Leanne Hall with Paramount Real Estate Group. I can't wait to dive into this scary history of the Olalla Bay Market. If you've ever driven through South Kitsap, you've probably passed this amazing store. In Olalla, there's a market there where they have the most amazing espressos, sandwiches, you can come relax, waterfront even, and there's a cute little store here where you can buy just trinkets for the holidays. But 100 years ago, this peaceful little town was the setting for one of the most disturbing wellness stories in Washington's history. A woman who so-called called herself a doctor right up the hill had a home. She would take people that she knew that had some money, affluent people, and convince them that for their better of their wellness, to get through diseases or to make them healthier, that they needed to go on a starvation plan. Then her patients started dying, and somehow townspeople let this all happen. Back in the 1900s, Olalla wasn't about brunch and wine. It was known for old mills, it had a post office here. It was a logging village with dirt roads. But the one thing that put Olalla on the map was Dr. Linda Burfield Hazard. Hazard wasn't a medical doctor, but she had a license under a loophole for alternative medicine. She preached that almost any illness would be cured through extreme fasting. People came from all over. She had this approach called Wilderness Heights, hence the book now that's called that. Patients were fed tiny spoonfuls of tomato broth or orange juice, sometimes nothing at all. In 1911, two wealthy sisters from England checked into this sanctuary for this amazing fasting plan they heard about. Weeks later, Claire was dead. Dorothea was emaciated, barely 50 pounds, and only escaped when a family friend arrived unexpectedly. Investigators found dozens of personal items, wills that were signed, putting everything to Dr. Hazard. Hazard was eventually convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 2 years in prison. But she never stopped. After her release, she opened another retreat right here in Olalla and continued her fasting practice until her own death, reportedly while following her own type of treatment. Her story inspired Greg Olson to write a book called Starvation Heights, which you can find here at the Olalla Market. It's a perfect example of how towns evolve, history leaves a mark, but the next generation creates something better. Today, the Olalla Market is the bright, friendly waterfront cafe, totally reimagined from the old general store that's been here since 1906. Locals come for breakfast or a glass of wine at sunset. As a realtor here in the South Sound, I love showing clients about the location as well as the history. If you love these kind of stories, contact me. I'd love to show you homes around the Olalla area. Contact me at the above information. I would be happy to show you around. If you like this video or this type of content, give me a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more information. Drop a comment for what you want to hear next.